Well, hi YouTubers. Okay, now I was inspired to do this because there's another YouTuber called Mighty Gazelle, and he really reports in depth on Samurai Jack, and he has a few theories on how the show is going to end. So I thought, hey, what the hell? What the hell, you know? I inject my own little theories into this as well. You never know. Might be right, I might be wrong. You know, hey, for years I had this theory, okay, that Loki was Peter Quill's father. I was wrong, but, you know, it was a good theory for a couple of years. Anyway, so obviously, now episode 7 has just aired. So we've only got 3 episodes to go to the grand finale. Now, this is a combination of, well, a long time coming. I mean, you know, it was pulled off air for so long and now it's back. And they only get these 10 episodes and that's it. It finally gets the closure it didn't get all those years ago. I mean, it was off air for 13 years. So the original audience have grown up. Here we are. We are the original audience. So, essentially it's going to come down to... Okay, I'm going to spoil episode 7, okay? For those who've been following the show, okay? Jack has a bit of a heroic breakdown. He lost his path. Put this way, okay, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but he's got his sword and he's got his mojo back. He's back in the suit. He's got the sword. He's got a haircut. And I miss the beard. I like the beard. You know, the breakdown beard. You know, 50 years and, you know, Jack is back, finally. Okay, so, it's going to go into the big finale, and obviously, it is a way it could go. Theory number 1. Jack kills a coup, okay, but he can't go back to the past because there's no more portals. It was mentioned actually in episode 7 there's no more portals, okay, so it's a bittersweet ending. Poor Jack is stuck where he is, but there's no more coup. But that means Jack is going to have to take over. Okay? Jack basically... There's an episode called Jack and the Guardian where a portal... He's not allowed to go into a portal because the Guardian says you're not ready for it. And you see like a flash forward to like Jack with an army and look like a king. Okay? That's what that episode goes into. Jack becomes a king. But as Jack doesn't age... Does his aging kick in? Does he start to age? I mean, he still looks like early 20s anyway, so does he start to physically age like, I don't know, like, what's what, the Indiana Jones film, Indiana Jones Last Crusade, where he starts to physically, like, age over and over again, kind of melt into dust? Would be quite a nice ending. Jack kills a coup, and his mission's complete, his rapid ages takes up, and Jack kind of crumbles away to dust, and floats on a wind. Hey, that's a good theory. Okay, here's another one. Right. Jack kills a coup, okay, goes back to the past, but that means, and stops a coup before he can send him into the future. Like, literally, Jack goes into the future, and a second later, Jack comes back to the past. Hey, it's in the opening credits, after all. Got to get back to the past, Samurai Jack. It's in the opening credits. So, and that moment, okay, so... Jack goes in, 50-year-old Jack, or 71-year-old Jack flies out, kills a coup, and the future never happened. But the thing is this, now over the years we've got to know the characters, we've got to know the Scotsman, and Archie, and obviously a coup, and pretty much everyone, you know? So, end of the day, if that future never happened, these people never existed. And in the original show, Jack stopped going into a portal to help people. Why would he do that? If he goes into the past, it would make no sense. Okay? Another one. Jack goes into the portal, kills a coup, goes into a portal, but gets sent further into the future. And essentially, without him, it went 2 ways. One, it was a new birth of peace and universal harmony, that kind of thing. It was a beautiful piece of world. Or without him, it went to hell. So now he's got to go back to that past, the Jaaku past that he just killed, to fix that past. Yeah, I know. If your head starts to hurt, trust me, okay? Right. Or, another theory, okay? Now, Jaaku is, at his own opening, the shapeshifting master of evil, okay? What if he possesses Jack? What if he possesses Jack? Now, I'm going to tie it back to a theory, okay, that say Jack did become the king and live, what if he didn't age? What if he didn't age, okay? So eventually it gets to the point where it's all peace and love, and maybe Archie becomes his queen, and they have little samurais running around, okay? And Jack gets to the point where he commits seppuku because he's had enough, okay? But this is to me the strongest theory, okay? I only tweaked this quite recently. Jack ends his life to stop a coup. Jack, yeah, I'm going with this, okay? Right, so essentially he's got Archie with him, okay, for the final battle, okay? And Archie in the future world, okay, after a coup, that be in pretty safe hands. And there is a image that few YouTubers have done the rounds of a kind of a screenshot from a session with Phil Lamar and everyone else, and Greg Baldwin, who does a coup, and he's not the original coup, that's Marco, but this guy can be found on YouTube, okay? I might try to find the link. I'm not going too much into that, but it kind of points to a final moment, alright? Now, what I think is this. Now, there's 2 episodes of Samurai Jack that really stand out to me. One is Mad Jack, okay? Which is basically a coup kind of brings out Jack's dark side, and it is epic. It's beautiful. Another one is called A Coup's Infection, whereas a piece of a coup breaks off and flies in because the coup's got the flu, okay? And it flies off into Samurai Jack's mouth, and it affects him, and he becomes all evil, okay? He becomes twisted, and literally physically becomes a coup. So say a Samurai Jack with his sword, okay, managed to get, let's say, to the heart of a coup, managed to dispatch him, but he gets overwhelmed by this. He gets overwhelmed, okay? So Jack has to commit seppuku to stop this. Jack physically will not ever go back to the past, ever. He has to die at that point, which means his family back in, you know, I always guessed it was like 17th century Japan, they will never ever know what happened to him. He will never go back. But he absorbs the power of a coup, okay, the evil, and so it becoming twisted. Before he gets totally devoured and becomes evil himself, he commits seppuku. Or Archie helps him commit seppuku. But he dies a hero. He dies being remembered. And he's teaching to inspire the world and bring it into universal harmony. And the reason is this is his name. I only found this out recently. But now a coup I always knew meant evil in Japanese. Okay? Right? I always knew it meant evil in Japanese. Jack, well, obviously, in the first episode, when he gets to the future, when he gets to Aku's time, these bunch of street rats basically start calling him Jack, and their name sticks. He's like, well, they call me Jack. And the reason I thought he always never kept his name, he never ever said his real name, which I always put down as a Chiro, if anyone actually cares, was that if Aku knew his name, then Aku could find him easier, a bit more easier. By having like a pseudonym in this world, it'll be easier for him to kind of hide, okay? And kind of build up the mythos in a way, you know? So his name is Jack, okay? Aku may mean evil, but Aku, Jaaku, Jaaku means evil and wicked. Has 2 definitions, okay? I think that Genji Tatuiski have been trolling us for a very, very long time if that is intentional. Jaaku. The whole idea was eventually to defeat Aku. Jack, who doesn't age due to his time travel, would have to absorb Aku's evil and then commit seppuku. Oh, seppuku means belly cut, quite literally. Okay. Or it can just end with Professor Utonian putting the book down saying, well, girls, wasn't that a great bedtime story? That just ties back to the first time I ever saw an episode of Powerpuff Girls. I thought it was an episode of Samurai Jack. I thought it was an episode of Powerpuff Girls. due to the fact, decay, that Professor Utonium and Jack do look quite similar, don't they? But anyway, so that is just my theory on what I think is going to happen. I think Jack's name has been our biggest indicator for years, and yet that's what I think is going to happen in the last episode of Samurai Jack. I think Jack will commit the final sacrifice to save the world he now loves, and had several breakdowns over. But he got his shit together and got his hair back. I missed the beard though. I thought the beard looked good. So anyway, that's just my opinion on how I think Samurai Jack is going to end. Let me know what you think in the comments. Agree, disagree. It's always good. I mean, we only have 3 episodes to go to the grand finale. I mean, come on. This is going to be interesting. And no matter what, the fact is, after 13 years, they brought the show back. And they respected the fans. And they brought back the original, well, they brought back Samurai Jack, Phil Lamar. Sadly, Marco's no longer with us, so they brought us back Greg Baldwin, who replaced Marco actually for The Last Airbender. So the fact is, they respected us, the fans, to produce such a cracking drama. They respected each other. And they're finally giving a character like Jack a fantastic send-off. I mean, there was this big debate with Hotel Transylvania that it will lead to a Samurai Jack film. But to be honest, these 10 episodes, to me, they are Samurai Jack film because you can watch them more than one order. So anyway, YouTubers, sayonara, thanks for watching, and sign off. Bye now.